Hello, how's it going everyone? Back again for another episode. And here I am in one of my hallways on floor number 18. I think I'm pretty close, to the end of this one. So I'll just start digging and hopefully get to the end of it soon. Probably in the next minute or so. It may not even take a minute to... Oh, here it is. I'm done with the hallway. It's one of the first ones. So this is the third hallway out of maybe like 10 or 11. I don't remember too well, but I think it's either 10 or more than 10, not less than 10, something like that. So still, either way, even if it's 10 or 11 or 12, still way more to go. I don't expect that I'll be able to complete the hallway today, or more like the floor today. Definitely not. But expecting completion of this floor is tough to say. When would I be expecting that? It takes a long time to dig all of the hallways, but then it's much easier to get to the next step, which is installation of glass floor, so that I can predict, like, maybe between removing the floor and installing the new glass slab floor, like I could say a few days worth of work. Here I'm not exactly sure if I'm beginning a new floor and how long it will take me to dig through all of the hallways here. It's not going to be... It's usually not fast. I mean, it never is fast. It's a lot of digging, but sometimes it can get even more... It can get even longer, even more amount of time it can take if I find lots of other materials that I want to dig out. So, for example, lots of coal could slow the progress down, as well as copper and anything else for that matter, except stone, sandstone, and gravel and sand. Everything else, maybe I'm missing something, but for the majority, the ones I've listed are common stuff that I'm not really looking to gather as much as I can of. But copper, tin, and coal are usually things that I want to get. I want to excavate. So those are usually, if I see blocks like that, I'll dig them out. That means, as I said, the progress of digging, the digging speed, it decreases even more, which is already pretty slow, considering that you have a stone pickaxe. Considering that I have a stone pickaxe, it's not the worst. You can get a worse pickaxe, and that is, if I remember correctly, and if my knowledge is good enough, the worse than stone is only wooden. So wooden pickaxe is worse than stone, which when you think about it, it does make sense. But I also am wondering how good can a wooden pickaxe be against stone? so interesting, honestly. It feels like if I used wood for a pickaxe, well, not counting like the handle itself, I'm saying that the part where you dig, if it's made out of wood, how would it even be able to dig stone? But maybe there is some sort of a secret strategy where you can harden wood and make it more resilient or better suited for digging. I'm not sure, so I'll keep digging with stone pickaxe, but if there was no option, if I couldn't make stone, then I guess the only option would be to make wooden pickaxe, which is thankfully not the case. I have, I'd say, unlimited amount of stone. There is just no shortage of it. I don't even know what to do with a lot of it. I have filled a bunch of storage chests with stone, specifically cobblestone. I did use some stone and some cobblestone in construction, as well as some of it in crafting tools, such as a shovel or a pickaxe itself. But major part of it, I think, is still up until now and beyond probably is staying mostly in the chests, unless I throw it out or something. But I don't think I need to do that yet. I can hear water running down somewhere. Now I remember that while digging stairs around the stair area a few episodes ago, I stumbled upon a dungeon filled with water. Well, not fully, but there was water on the floor, which means by digging this slowly but surely, I'll get to it. I'll get to that dungeon, I think, and it will be super exciting to just explore and see if possibly I could find my first blocks of iron. Right now, digging at floor 18. Each floor is about three and a half blocks tall. So yeah, that's a decent chunk of blocks that I'm pretty deep. That's what I wanted to say. I'm like definitely not near the surface, though. I guess it's depends on what you compare it to. I'm comparing to myself, to the progress that I've made and how long it took me, and I feel like being about how many blocks is deep is this, being about I don't know, that's like 60 or 70 blocks deep is definitely not bad, having in mind that I'm digging with stone tools and not spending too much time playing this. To have made this amount of progress is surely nothing to like you kind of gotta, I think, say that this is pretty cool. To me that's pretty cool, but I suppose it's a matter of opinion. if I was digging straight downwards, I could have made it to much deeper depths, definitely in the hundreds of blocks deep, at least, if not thousands. I don't know how deep does this go, like in this game, I mean, how deep can you dig? So maybe you can't really dig that deep, but if it was possible to dig unlimited amount, I wouldn't be surprised if I dug just straight down that I would have already reached the depth of 1,000 if not more blocks, or maybe that's just incorrect, like a very off the mark guessing that I've just made. But I think it's fair to assume that I could have made it thousands of blocks deep, or maybe not, who knows, at least hundreds. Oh, here's a block of coal and another one. Guess I'll take those. That's what I'm talking about. Usually I take copper, coal, tin. Everything else is mostly common and not worth the hassle to try and dig a few blocks here and there. Especially stone. I mean, stone is just it's everywhere. If you dig, you see stone, I suppose, unless maybe it's very specific cases where there's maybe only sandstone around or something like that. And look at this. This must have been 5 or 4 blocks of copper in one place, which is kind of amazing. Oh, seems like I do need some torches. Let's make some more, and I've got 69. Nice. And basically almost a full inventory, but as I'm digging it's going to free up some extra space, and it will have just enough while I'm digging and using up all of my pickaxes. So it feels like it will be just fine. No need to go and store stuff. But after I run out of these pickaxes, then I'm pretty sure I'll have to go and do some inventory management. That is, just store some extra stone that I've accumulated in my inventory. Now on to the next hallway. We've got hallway number 5 or 6. I have lost count. Honestly, I think I've said I was on 3rd hallway at the beginning of today's digging, so I've went through maybe 2 more or something like that. So this could be 6th or 7th, possibly 5th hallway. I'm kind of intrigued by now. So, oh wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is 6th. Hallway number 6. Not bad. Decent progress, I'd say. Happy to, honestly, even with all of the copper and stuff, I'm still going at a decent pace. Not slowing down, at least not yet. Though I may get tired of digging, so I could possibly slow down. But right now it feels pretty good, even though I am pretty tired already of digging. So it may not be, there may be some inefficient digging here, and possibly some mistakes as well, but overall I'd say it's acceptable in terms of how fast I'm digging and the skill level of this digging. It's just acceptable. I'll probably... Oh no, I was really under the impression that this was almost the end of this hallway, but appears that I have at least half left, so at least 50% of the 100% that I've started with. Wow, I was definitely... I would have said that, if I had to guess, that I'm 90% of the way done with this hallway, and that was simply not the case. I'll just then continue digging without too much questions. I mean, I was wrong, plain and simple. The end of the hallway wasn't nowhere near the end of the hallway, I'd say. So yeah, I'll have to keep digging to reach that and celebrate the ending of the hallway, and I suppose the beginning of a new one. Once I'm done with these, then I'll have to, as per usual, remove the floor. At first I don't remember, but I'd like to think that I thought that it is pretty difficult, but I kind of forgot about what I was talking about, so maybe it's not that difficult. I think my point was that I wanted to say that it's not that difficult, but I'm not sure what I was talking about, so it doesn't matter too much. I guess it happened because I'm like really sleepy. I guess when I'm sleepy I just tend to struggle to focus, and I think this is exactly what happened. I just lost what's the saying, lost the train of thought, and that was pretty much that. So at least I can continue digging without too much thinking anyway. So here is hallway number 6. Guess I can start with another one. So here is hallway number 7, I suppose. By that, if I remember the numbers correctly, if the last one was 6, this one should be 7, so that's good. We've placed a torch on that side, then I'll go back around and do the other side. Hopefully I can dig the entire hallway by the end of today's video, but it's possible that I may... Oh, oops, that's a lack of focus, I suppose. I started digging in the wrong block, so I started digging the wall instead of the hallway blocks, which is probably not what you want to do, but I think it doesn't matter too much in this game. You can just if you dig something out by accident, then you can just place it back and it's as good as new. I guess unless it's a plant or something like that, then it takes time to grow, so you may be looking at a setback of multiple years with plants, but with just normal stuff, I guess it just doesn't matter. too much, because you can just, yeah. Wow, look at this. That's wow, that is an incredible amount of copper. I have to dig this out before logging off. This is perfect. That's it. At the end of the video I've gotten some extra copper, and I'll continue digging tomorrow.